KZSU 90.1, broadcasting from the beautiful but now dark Stanford, California campus. So, in a few moments, I have a guest coming in, and we will be talking about the Gathering of the Tribes music festival going on tomorrow from noon until midnight at the Public Works. There are 17 different bands, all in the genre of psychedelic music, and which, as it turns out, is a huge area encompassing all kinds of things. First, I would like to tell you about the Altruism in Medicine Institute. The Altruism in Medicine Institute is a nonprofit organization based in Phoenix, Arizona, that seeks to understand through scientific research how altruism and positive mental states bring about good mental and physical health. Founded by Dr. Barry Kerzin, one of the Dalai Lama's personal physicians, the Institute wants altruism taught as a core practice in medical schools. The goal is to help individuals learn to control destructive emotions, such as anger, so they can lead healthier, happier lives. To learn more or donate, visit altruismmedicine.org. So, to get things going on the psychedelic thing, here's something from the show. Thank you very much. And now I would like to introduce my guest, or maybe you would like to introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Dennis Gonzales, and I'm the festival organizer for San Francisco Psych Rock Fest, the Gathering of the Tribes. And the Gathering of the Tribes is an inspiration from the first one back in 1967, 50 years ago, which partaked in the Golden Gate Park Human Being. And that's where we got our name from. It's an inspiration. We're carrying on the tradition of psych rock music and modern rock.
Nice. And San Francisco has been home to so many countless great music festivals throughout the years. I've actually been to the Public Works before, and I have to say that is the perfect setting for anything paying homage to psychedelia at all, because at some points it's kind of almost like a psychedelic experience just being in there.
Oh, absolutely. It's a modern facility, and so it's when we had our first festival 2 years ago, it was different. It was a different feeling because usually you're used to going to venues that are a little bit more club oriented, more of an atmosphere of that direction. But at Public Works, it's more of modern, high tech, and it gives the bands a little bit more of a showcase of their music and their art, and it gives the audience a chance to be in a different environment than your normal nightclub.
Right, and a lot of the shows really incorporate both a lot of visual stimulation and a lot of other things going on too. So
absolutely, it's very relaxing atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a really great place. So that song that we just heard was
Loose Ends by the Spiral Electric.
Yes, and there. Do you happen to know what time they're going to be there tomorrow?
I don't know I don't have the schedule on hand, but they definitely were playing early evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the festival, like I said, is planned from noon to midnight with 2 stages, and the bands are switching off every half hour. And it's just, I was looking at the lineup and I was going, oh, wow, you can like run in between. I'm like, I personally don't think that I can do a 12-hour endurance test, but maybe if I were like 20 years younger.
Well, this is so funny. Last time we did that, we had a tighter show. We had like more than 16 bands. And that was way too much because that's exactly what people were doing. They're running up and down stairs.
Yeah. It kind of becomes dangerous or fitness test.
Yeah, it's an endurance test. Let's get these people to work.
Okay, so I was thinking that we should play some more music. If you would like to perhaps... Yeah, you've got on number 2. Okay, and what song is this?
That would be... Let's see. Well, it's going to be Silent Pictures.
Okay, sounds good. Let me just get things going here.
Standing next to me.
This is Kim, and I am back here with Dennis playing music from the Gathering of the Tribes Festival taking place tomorrow at the Public Works. All day, non-stop excitement. So tell me a little bit about yourself and your own personal experience with music. How did you get interested in the realm of psychedelia?
Oh, that's, boy.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, since we don't have much time. I used to be in the band. I used to manage bands when I was a kid.
Okay.
And that's how it started. But then I drifted away into Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
But then I was drafted from a friend of mine that wanted me to get into music again, and in a more of a amateur / professional way. And we ran a magazine for a while together, interviewing bands in the local area and then also internationally. And then that folded up, and I went back to Silicon Valley, did my thing there for a while with the web. And then KFJC, one of your college station competitors.
Our direct competition.
They recruited me to do a show 7 years ago on the stuff that I used to do in the magazine. Well, by the way, I forgot. It's POW magazine, POWS.
Right. I was wondering.
Yeah. And since I had a lot of the cassette tapes and music from that 3-year experience, we did a total of 2 shows, 4 hours each, because I had a lot of material to cover. And to make a long story short, that was a success on the air at KFJC. And at that same time, I started POW magazine online. And I've been doing that with other people from all over the world, reporting music. And now we're doing live stuff for the community, for the local community.
I have to say, of all things, live music is one of my very favorite things. And I do a lot of music reviews. And oftentimes, I listen to stuff, and it occurs to me, it's okay recorded, but I bet they really just shine live. You know,
absolutely.
There's so much to be said about the atmosphere, and you just feel the energy in the air and the instruments. Everything's better live.
And another thing too, some people don't know this, but when we did the magazine version, the print version, many years ago, we did do our own shows. We did do live stuff, and I was hooked. I mean, it didn't last very long because we folded up. We didn't only last it for 3 years. Now that we're back online and we're doing the social media stuff, we're traveling the world, interviewing bands in person, going to other psych fests, and coming home and doing our own. It's addicting. It's a passion, and I'm finding the right people that are helping me to do festivals like Gathering of the Tribes. And then after the festival, we're going to be doing monthly shows as well, big shows, just for fun, and just to get the buzz going for the next Gathering of the Tribes.
Will those monthly shows be at the Public Works as well?
Absolutely.
Oh, nice. I really like that venue.
And the people that work there, they're so supportive for the local community, and they're so supportive in what I'm doing. They're just knocking themselves out, making sure we do it, and we do it right.
Nice. Okay, so I think we should get to the music, and we are going to listen to Asteroid No. 4.
Yes.
And I forget who sings it.
No, that's the band. They're going to be performing late afternoon, and one of the best psychedelic rock bands.
Asteroid No. 4, and the name of the song is?
I think, I don't know what we got queued up here. Well, let's just play it.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
you. That was nice.
Yeah.
So I'm
very
really
psychedelic.
I'm looking forward to the show. I was looking at the Gathering of the Tribes website, and all the bands have little bios, and then it connects you to either footage or music. And some of them looked really good.
They're very solid bands.
They had good music and but then also it was decorative, and it just was like the whole ambiance. Anyway, so the show again is tomorrow all day.
12 p.m. to 12 a.m. and you can get your tickets at the door.
I really think you should not confuse people with the PMs and the AMs. Let's say noon to midnight.
Right, you're right. It's a bad habit of me saying that on the air, too.
Being all scientific and exact. Yeah, it's terrible. No,
53 seconds.
I'm just kidding.
We're digressing here.
Yeah, anyway, so the show is noon to midnight. Bands switching off every half hour at the Public Works in San Francisco. I don't know the address offhand.
161 Erie Street. It's a cul-de-sac. It's a dead end. And we're going to have a food truck there, a pop-up. There'll be a little bit of a lounging area, a makeshift lounging area outside the venue in the street. Let's see. We also have one of the best in the world, visual artists. On the loft and in the main stage. We have Donovan Drummond, who's been around for decades in the Bay Area doing visuals for Public Works and other venues. And we have Mad Alchemy, who's pretty well known all over the world, and he lives in the Bay Area. And we have White Light Prison, our digital visual artist, who's pretty well known. He gets around the West Coast festival circuit.
This keeps getting better and better.
And then we have a new unknown artist, but he's getting up there. Carlston Nilsson. He'll be doing visuals on the loft upstairs.
All right, so we better jump back into some music real quick before we end, and I invite everyone to come in the future from 8 to 9:30, where I will be talking about acupuncture and alternative medicine. And here we go.
It was woven from the darkness, sewn into a dream. Easy as the waves crashing on the beach. Just as the moonlight spring forth the sea. Light from the rose that breathes. Invictus, Invictus. Invictus, Invictus. Invictus, Invictus, Invictus. Invictus, Invictus, Invictus. Sparks from the knife and the smell of a rose. Fusion is a whirring as the flames they grow. All goes silent as the light explodes. are shining bright.